There's someone like desperately wanting to talk to you. So before you even walked in, I just kept getting that there was somebody that needed to speak to you. So, but whoever speaks to you, if it's your mom, right? Mother-in-law, she's also going to, will be relevant to you guys. The thing about spirit is that the divine is very efficient. It knows who's in the room, right? So it will use the time efficiently. So if I'm talking, let's say to Randy, but you're relating to the message, trust that the message is for you as well. Does that make sense? We don't want to make anything fit. My job is to translate the energy of spirit. And so you'll see what I mean when I say it's kind of like charades with energy. So I do my best to make sure I'm accurate, and I'm not always, I do my best. And if I'm not accurate, I'll know, or you'll know, you'll be like, no, it doesn't make sense. Then I go back and ask them to tell me, and I do what I can to get what I can. I still don't know why I get some things and I don't get others. It's something I'm constantly working on. So just so you know that I'm just as curious about that as you might be. Like, why did she get that, but she didn't hear that? Like, I don't know why. I think it's like people. Why did they talk about this, but they didn't talk about this? You would think, sometimes we think we know what they're going to say. You can also ask me questions. So, but I'll ask you to wait, and then I'll tell you when is a good time to ask those questions, okay? Does anybody have any questions about how I work or what to expect before we begin? Mm-hmm. If you have to use the restroom, please go and use it. Your loved ones will know and wait. So, tell me if you, I want you to be comfortable. If you need water, if you need anything, please let me know. I want you to be as comfortable as possible. Okay, I think that's it. Wait, does it make sense? Does anybody have a Persian connection? Do you understand why are you guys Persian?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're all Persian except for Randy.
You are not Persian, but everybody else, because I keep feeling as strong as Persian can.
That's what I'm asking. How do you speak to them? Because they all speak Persian.
Yeah. So because the language is love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So even when they don't speak English, they'll communicate to me in every way that they possibly can. It's giving me goosebumps. So that's something about me you should know. And you're recording me, which is going to be even funnier. When I get validations from spirit, I get a rush of energy. Sometimes I get the goosebumps all over, and I always call it the chills. I say it so often that I get teased about it. So, and I don't even notice I'm saying it, but it's like a thank you to spirit for telling me. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you hear me saying it's a good thing, that's why. Okay. Randy, what's your full name?
Randy Page.
And it's Wallach is
That was
your
my maiden name. Yeah.
And then what's your last name now?
Raffi.
Okay. So, and then may I have your full name?
Ramen Rafi.
And you two are brothers, right?
Yes. Cameron.
And your name?
Simona Raffi.
Shadi. S-H-A. Koshbin.
Koshbin?
Yeah, K-H. S-K-H-O-S-H-B-I-N. Raffi.
Okay. And then
Mali. Mali Hez, her full name. M-A-L-I-H-E-H.
I-H-E-H.
Oh, that's a gorgeous name.
Rafi.
Okay, that's great. What I'd like to ask everybody to do, if you're willing to do it with me, is to just go into a brief guided meditation. If you don't feel comfortable, it's okay, just take a breath and you can just pretend you're doing it. So I'm just going to ask you if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, then close your eyes. And I'm going to ask for you to take a deep cleansing breath. Breathe deeply into your body and elongate your exhale. Use your breath to calm your body. And then normalize your breath. And in your mind's eye, imagine or envision the highest loving light from the source of all that is. And allow that light to pour in through your crown, saturating your crown, and then filling your whole head with light. Allow this light to heal and calm you as you relax your facial muscles and relax your jaw. Allow the light to pour down from your head into your throat and neck. Feel it calming and healing you as it flows down into your heart and lungs. Allow that healing light to flow into your shoulders, throughout your chest, down your arms, into your hands and out your fingertips. Allow the healing light to flow downward from your heart and lungs into your abdomen. Send the light all the way down into your tailbone. And then allow the light to flow down your legs all the way into the soles of your feet. Allowing the light to flow through your feet deep into the earth like roots of a tree. Bring your attention into your tailbone and send light from this area all the way down into the center of the earth. And then allow the light to flow all the way up from the core of earth, back up into the tailbone and up through the center of your body, all the way up through the top of your head and out the top of your head. Envision the light washing over you like a fountain of light that's cleansing and purifying you. Imagine the light sparkling throughout your energy field, your whole body, and creating a glistening sphere that surrounds your whole being. Bring your attention into your heart and imagine someone or something that you love unconditionally. And appreciate your ability to love. And allow that love to fill your whole being. And now send that love to everyone in this room. And with your intention, call to your loved ones in spirit. And thank them for coming in with detailed messages of love, light, and truth. And take a deep cleansing breath. And gently open your eyes. Is your father passed?
Mm-hmm.
Your dad is in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your husband, Chills. Very strong presence, I have to tell you. This would be your dad as well. Your dad, yep. So he's here in this room and at Chills, saying that if I understand him, the impression that, I'm getting a longer, the impression he's giving me is that he orchestrated this event. Did somebody come from LA or somebody come from California?
Yes.
Do you understand this?
Yes.
Did somebody fly in?
Yeah, we just
Four
we
of
did.
us.
All of them flew in. We live here.
Oh, I have chills. So you all came from LA? Okay. So this is your husband. So, okay, so if I understand him and I'm picking up the right, and your mother is also passed, your mother is in this room as well. Very strong presence here. Does your mom have a sister that's passed as well? Okay, there, she keeps saying there's a sister or sister-in-law there. Do you understand this when I say this? That's it, she's standing with them. Okay, that gave me goosebumps everywhere. Okay, so they're on you first. I just have to say it. It's almost like sometimes loved ones will go where they feel like the greatest need is. I have to say, is your father also passed?
Yeah.
Your dad's here. Your dad just grabbed my attention and told me to tell you. Not to worry, I'm in this room. Chills, want you to know this. So, but their dad is gonna go first. I have a grandmother here for you, very strong presence. Ooh, 2 grandmothers right here. So they're like making their presence known. Okay, this would drive me nuts. Seemed like a good idea. So if I make sure that I have this person correct. Hold on. This feels like your dad, Chill's your husband. There's a grief around the fact that he left earlier than he wanted to go, Chills. This feels like a very strong man to me. I have chills everywhere. And I feel equally gentle, if that makes sense. So it's like a kind, but definitely strong, had strong convictions, sort of had a very strong character would be the right word. Do you understand this when I say this? It feels like he's directing this over here. I don't know why. So if I follow him, he gives me the impression that he was married to you or with you for a very, very long time, Chills, many decades, and the impression that he's giving me is that you're the love of my life. He says that he feels very proud of how you, like the dignity of Chills, that you're a very dignified woman. I feel like this is a man of dignity as well. And the impression that I get from him is that he feels very proud of you for kind of putting one foot in front of the other, sort of keeping going, even though I think it's been very difficult for you. I feel like you must have had a close bond with your husband, because the impression that he's giving me is that he felt concerned about you, almost more concerned about you than everybody else, that you would be okay, because he feels like he was very attached or connected to you. I'm getting chills everywhere. I also get that he was very bright or a thinker. Do you understand this? Rational thinker, bright man, and has a value. Like, use your mind, use your head. Do you understand this when I say this? Would this be your dad? Does that fit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's joyful because he loves that his family is together. Is someone missing? Is there another sibling that isn't here? Okay, so it's the 3 of you. Wait, but there's somebody else. Are you married?
No. Divorce.
Did he know your husband?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's talking about your husband. And he's very upset about him. Do you understand this? He feels very disappointed and very upset that you went through this. I don't know if he was alive when he went through it or not, but there's a huge disappointment and heartbreak for you. Like, he doesn't like that there's an empty chair next to you. He chills. And your father wants to correct it. I have to say it to you like this. He wants to do what he can to make things right for you. Almost like who you were married to wronged you. Do you understand this? And like wasn't a man. Your father is saying he wasn't a man. Do you understand this? And that he, I feel like it's almost like if I follow your dad and I have him properly, your dad is such a man of his word. So if somebody breaks their word, it's like the ultimate breaking of a bond. Do you understand this? This is a man of such character and chills. So that's what it really upsets him, that you went through this. And he can't stand that. He just breaks his heart. He's very protective of his children, Chills. He wants me to acknowledge you. He wants me to tell you that you need to calm down. Do you understand this? Do you get worked up or nervous about things? He doesn't want you to be overly anxious about anything. It's not an insult in any way. It's more like I want you to feel calmer or calm. I don't know what that means. So, but so did he have a heart problem before he passed, your dad, at all?
Not a significant one. He had a minor heart problem.
Okay, I feel like he has it. I don't feel like it's the cause of his death, but he keeps pointing to it for some reason. I don't know why yet. And then did he ever have pain in this part of his body before he passed? You understand, like
Not to my knowledge. No,
stomach issue? Was he in the
He
hospital?
had a feeling too.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, he had a feeling too that day.
Okay, I get like he's very uncomfortable here. Do you understand this? So would that be, I don't know much about this and I'm more there than I am here, so I'm just gonna do my best to understand it. There's some kind of a loss of dignity or a loss of, like, he doesn't like how things went in the end. I feel like it's counter to his personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he did not like that. It goes too long, too far. Do you understand this when I say this? Does not want to be a burden, chills. This is a very big deal to him. And he doesn't want any strain or pressure on you. He feels very strongly about this, that he's sorry that he's not here. He's sorry that he can't walk through the rest of his life with you. And he keeps telling me to tell you, wishes he would have told you more, how much he appreciated you, because he feels like in a way that he didn't express it enough. Do you understand this? But I definitely get that he loves you, and I feel you must know that because he's telling me to tell you that. Like, I know you know, but I don't think I said it enough. Do you understand this? There's something about him, there's a toughness about your dad. Does that make sense? Strength is the word I keep getting. I should have said more. He says, I don't feel like I said enough to you. Do you understand this? And I regret it. He thinks you're strong. He thinks you're remarkable. I'm getting chills everywhere. And he wants me to thank you because he says you gave to him a lot. I feel like almost like over and above, chills everywhere. And he says you're owed the respect and appreciation. He's telling me that you're very good to your mother. Of chills, you make sure she's okay. Like you sort of stay on top of things. And he kind of is acknowledging you. But he wants to thank everybody because he feels like you all look out for each other and this matters to your father, sort of like to keep a family union, like make sure everybody stays together. And he wants to thank you for that acknowledgement or that honor. He says, I need my sons to know that I love and care about you. Chills. And I like to keep an eye on my babies, on my grandchildren. Chills. I like to be the one that's around. Would you ever think of your mom as the powerful one? Do you understand this when I say this? Because that's the impression that he's giving me, that your mom's the powerhouse.
Yeah.
So that's what he just said. All power to her. She's the leader. I'm sorry I'm chuckling. It's the way your husband is.
Oh, that's correct.
Okay.
That's really correct.
Okay.
I was the boss of the house.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
You're the head of the home.
Yeah.
You're the powerhouse. That's what he
Yeah.
just said. And he's like grateful for it. He's relieved and grateful. Like I feel like he appreciated that in you. And that you're still that way, chills, and he loves that. He loves that.
I don't know my children, they love her, but I never boss for my children. But in my house, always I was the boss.
Just getting goosebumps everywhere. I'm gonna tell. I feel like your husband's a strong man, but I'd like to defer to you. Do you understand this, you guys, when I say it that way? There's a quiet strength in your father.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he comes through to me. And he liked that you were the queen of the household. That is, gives him peace, actually. Wait, did somebody bring you two together when you met? It's almost like somebody else planned the meeting of the two of you? Just
Yeah.
like they have a hand in bringing the two of you together.
My father and his
Chills.
father, they
Brought you
work
to-
in the same place,
Give me-
and they know each other, and then we met each other and we got married.
And yes, he says that they did right. They picked right for us. He liked that style. I think he respected it.
Yeah.
Chills. Because they did right. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
And look at our family.
yeah.
Like, look how
Good
good.
family.
Yeah, it's a great
Very nice
family.
family.
We did
Yeah, yeah.
well, didn't we? Do you understand, does somebody's name mean like servant of God or something like this? Servant? Keeps using this, somebody's name meaning servant of God. Does anybody know what that is? All right, I'm gonna ask him later. So, if I get him, I don't get that he's a very religious man, but I do get that he has faith, that he has belief. Do you understand this? So he's not very strong in religion. That's what he's trying to tell me. But he has his faith. Chills again. Like he does believe in God. Do you understand this when I say this? But it's not like overly religious. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you understand this, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. He says he didn't acknowledge you, but he wants you to know that he's right here and sees you too. I feel he loves his daughter-in-laws as much as he loves his
Yeah.
own children. Like, you're mine too. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
And I want you to always feel that. I want you to know that. And I feel this family has done that, made you feel like you're part of their family. This matters to him a great deal, and he owes it all to you. He thinks you're the one that does it all. You set the tone. He says he wants you to know that you're a hard worker. You work hard. But he worries that you get worried about it. Do you understand? You put a lot of pressure on yourself, Chills, to succeed or to do well. I don't know what you do, but he's concerned that you, Chills, are always putting pressure on yourself. Do you understand this? And he says that you're a wonderful father. Do you guys have 2 children? A boy and a girl? I feel that he is connected to these children. You have children as well. Are there 2 also? Is it a boy and a girl for you too? Because it's like a feeling a boy and a girl. You also have children? Do you have 2 girls by any chance?
Oh, boy and a girl.
As a boy and a girl also?
Yeah.
He said, ask me, I'll tell you. Oh, he loves that he can talk to me. He did not, this is not something he believed in or thought about, but he's very excited that he could talk to me. And I didn't ask him, I just assumed it would be different. That's just the truth. He knows the kids, so he gives me the impression that he got I don't know yet when he passed, he didn't tell me, but he is making it clear to me that it feels like he knows the children. Do you understand this? He's talking, I don't know why, and maybe, did he live the furthest? Did he live away from you guys?
Correct.
Okay, there's a need to say, I know your kids. I don't know why, but he needs me to tell you that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So, when our son was born recently, or
Give me
not,
goosebumps.
and he was a baby, he said he would see a spirit in the room. Was that my dad or was that somebody
Let's
else?
ask, is that you? That's me, 100%.
That was him.
Yeah, that's me. So he says that he's keeping a foot in the world to watch over the kids. He feels very strongly devoted to this now that he knows that it can be done. However, you have a mother also in spirit that says that she is keeping an eye on the children as well. I have chills. So you have a great grandmother that watches them as well. I think you have relatives that are doing it. This family is dominating right now, but this would be your grandmother, right? Yeah, because this is your mom. Absolutely 100% says that your kids are watched over. Do you understand that she's very devoted to her family? And that you would have to leave your home is not right. It's not fair. She's very upset that that had to happen. I don't know what the circumstances are, but it's a very big heartbreak. And she's so sorry that you had to go through that, because she says it was, makes her angry, makes her upset. But she's very grateful that you're in a good place, that you're doing well, that you're thriving. She knows that. She wants me to tell you that she sees and knows this. Did she go with you? Did she have to leave too, or did she pass before?
No. First we came here, then she came a few years later, but she passed away in America, in California.
Okay, so I have to say with all due respect that she did not feel like it was her home.
No.
But you are her home, but this is not her home. And there's some longing or heartbreak for home. Do you understand this? Like that and I think because of the circumstances, whatever they might have been, she feels like it was unfair and unjust. But she also is telling me to tell you, you managed to do the right thing. Like you managed to say, okay, this is what we have to do, and you did the right thing, and you're handling it very well, or handled it well. So she's telling me there's a sister there with her. This is is this your husband's sister? Do you understand this?
My husband's sister, yes.
Does she talk a lot? Did she talk a lot when she was alive? Do you understand this?
The sister, my husband's sister, not too much.
More than my dad.
Okay, so just let me tell you that she's saying she's a talker. So, and it's making me chuckle, so I don't know why. Do you relate to this at all?
There's
Could it be
Bahara,
Bahara?
Bahara.
Yeah, Bahare.
Yeah,
Does she
maybe
talk
another
more?
sister.
There's
Maybe
another-
just who's the talker?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
likes to
Two
talk.
Oh my God,
sisters.
yes.
Bahara
Ivan,
talks a lot.
Ivan
Yeah.
was very
Would
good.
she ever have an issue with his memory prior to his passing at all?
No.
Okay, so who did? I've got a male here. Let me just stay with it. I've got a male here who's telling me that he doesn't remember. I don't know why I keep staring at you, so it might be someone in your family. Let's ask, who are you? Did somebody have a stroke or a head issue, aneurysm? I've got like pain in the back of the head.
Oh, yeah, my brother. He died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, don't say more. Okay, so this is like I've got pain in my head, it hurts, I kind of can't get clear, like my vision just got blurry. He just blurred my vision. But I don't have that problem anymore. We just shouted it, I'm sorry. So I think we've jumped and I'll do that. Were you two very close in age? Okay. But he keeps making me feel like he's connected to you or close to you. I don't yet know why. I'm just going to stay with it. So he wants me to tell you that. He has a bond to you. Wait, was he only like 8 years old when he passed? Okay. He feels like he broke all your hearts when he died. He says that he didn't know what was happening. I definitely get that he's probably too little is the feeling I get, or too young to know. Too innocent is really a better word. He says that he was hit in the head. Do you understand this? That someone hurt him? But he also wants me to tell you that nobody did anything wrong. Chills, what does that mean? In the family. I think that there's some judgment or doubt about his passing. Do you understand? He wants me to say, stop, there is no longer, we need him for a while before he got that. Do you understand this?
Maybe, I don't remember.
I'm just gonna say it anyway because that's what I'm hearing. It feels like there might have been a resistance to get them. Is he older, like 20-ish?
Yes.
But is he from out of college already, or
Yeah. Yes.
like working a professional?
Mhm.
This is your father saying that he watches him and sees him. Do you understand this? You can feel proud of this young man.
Yeah.
Has made good choices,
Yes.
and he's proud. You did good. But he's very disappointed. God, I already say this. I can't believe your father is mentioning again disappointed in their father. But you showed up, you did what you're supposed to do. I feel like the credit goes to you, like mother, like daughter. Similar in terms of being strong women. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Is the daughter younger?
Mhm.
Is she still in school or studying or something like this? Is she going to graduate school?
Yes.
He's very proud of this. Do you understand this? You'll see very big success with her. I have chills. You can be very overjoyed over, you'll see her thrive. He's telling me to tell you stop worrying so much about her. Do you worry about her?
A lot.
Oh, he keeps telling me, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, she'll be fine. So I don't know what the worry is about. But he says this one you worry over, this one you don't need to worry. Does she get nervous about things? Overworked, overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't always know how to calm herself or
Yeah.
get centered.
Mm-hmm.
So she can make things bigger than they need to be.
Too
You
much.
understand this?
Yeah.
He tries to help her, tries to give her a steady hand, chills. Don't worry, we're helping. But did she have to take medication for anxiety or something like this, or depression? You understand, did she ever take is she on medication?
She's had the issue, but she hasn't taken medication.
Okay, so let me ask her. So, I don't think she needs it.
Mhm.
Chills. I really don't feel like she needs it. But he keeps saying there's no shame. And, but she needs to address this more head on.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand
Yeah.
this? Chills. Almost like avoiding, she
Yeah.
avoids it, avoids dealing with it.
Yeah.
She can take her issues out on you. Does that
Yes,
make
she
sense?
does.
And then it's very difficult for you because you're trying and you want to be there. Chills. You have to breathe, stay calm, not take it personally. Do you understand? I feel like you'll become her target.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But he feels she will outgrow this. I do feel she'll mature out of this, maybe late bloomer, kind of in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And put your foot down. He says, put your foot down, be strong with her.
Okay.
But he does watch her, he does try to help her, and he wants you to know that she'll be fine, she's going to be successful, she'll be okay. She's going to be better than she thinks she is. She gets worked up, and he thinks a lot of it's in her head. It's of her own making.
Yeah.
He wants me to tell you that he loves you. And he wants somebody in your life. Are you dating at all?
Mm-hmm.
He wants this for you. Did it take you a long time to date again? Do you understand this? Or trust again? Chills, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it's okay to take your time. He likes who you're dating. Do you understand? You don't have to be afraid. Okay? He wanted me to tell you that. Time to open the heart and heal and be loved. This is time for you to be loved again. Do you understand this?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not sure if your father was so comfortable talking like this when he was alive. So this feels like for him to talk like this is a big stretch. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Chills? I get that he's trying to do it so that he can be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has no other way to show his presence. So that's what he's trying to say. Do you understand it? Yeah. And I know that I didn't know how to do that. And I'm sorry about that. Yeah. And he's trying to be helpful now. He is. Okay? All right. Your dad just said he doesn't want you to think he's forgotten about you because he's right here. Has a great deal of respect for you. Did you have a close relationship with your father? I feel like a very good bond is built between the two of you. Do you understand that? And that isn't to say the others, but somehow maybe this is a very strong bond between father and son. It says, I have a great deal of respect for you, and I feel like we understood each other. Chills. You're a very good man. He's describing you. You can feel him wants to comfort his son. Just let that come. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, like my older son, very close to my husband.
Yeah.
Almost every day we were there.
Connected.
For him.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry. I want you to know, he says, I trust you, completely trust you. He's very interesting, your father. If he's talking to you, he wants everybody else to know he trusts you too. So he must have been like, everybody should know I love them all. Do you understand this? Because he's like, make sure. But he has a special concern over you. He wants you to know, I know you were there for me. I feel you don't question, you were right, you're a good son.
Very good son. Very good son.
Very attentive, very present, you were right there for me. And I'm very grateful to you. I don't want you to feel any guilt or worry that you were not always there. I love you and understand. I need you to know this.
Yeah.
This is very important for you to know, Chills. He needs this to be said. I don't think your father is comfortable saying these kinds of things when he's alive, but he's very strongly wanting me to make sure I tell them. There's a similarity between the two of you, you and your father. There's some similarity. Do you understand this? However, he thinks you're more open than he was. Because you're a very good dad. Comfortable as a father. And you're comfortable in it. And he wants me to thank you both. I feel there's a generosity from you.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah. And he's showing me like this as a team. And I want to say thank you for how I feel like good to our family. I feel like you stepped into Chills, the role of the man of the family or something like this. So it's like, thank you for doing this. Thank you for this. I feel he takes that very seriously, and you do too. You do too. So you look out for your family. Mm-hmm. But I will say, this family looks out for each other. And he loves that quality that you all kind of have each other's back, you care about each other. He includes you in this. Mm-hmm. You could be my daughter too. That's what he just said. And you make me happy. This relationship makes me happy. He's not in any pain and he's not sick anymore. Did he like to read, your dad? Do you understand this? No? Okay, so why are you looking at a book? Did anybody read to your
That's my
father?
dad. No, my
That's
dad.
your dad.
Yeah.
He's the reader? He likes to read.
A lot.
Okay, so he just stepped in. This is what they do. They'll talk over each other just like people do. So your father is here. What's your name?
Shadi.
But did you have a nickname? Like is it, did he call you by a nickname or something? There's almost like a term of endearment that he's using that I don't understand. Help me. I keep seeing the word butterfly to me. Do you understand this? Do you see butterflies and think of your father? Did he ever
I
call
think
you?
of my father as a butterfly.
Oh, that gave me chills.
Butterfly.
We had a butterfly in Chicago down there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your father.
And that followed us on the trip.
Yeah.
That's your dad.
That we were all together and we saw a butterfly. My mom said, "That's your dad."
That's
Yeah.
your father.
And he said he landed on the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. The butterfly is your father. Do you understand? So he just told me that. He is very strongly wanted me to say, I want you to know that I'm giving you that sign. I'm trying to let you know I'm around. Your dad was he very sick before he passed? Do you understand this? Now your father makes me feel like he's more expressive than their father. Like he could talk more easily about his thoughts and feelings, like he was more open. Does that make sense? He also says he has a good sense of humor. He said it could be funny too. Do you understand this? Yeah. I definitely get a very strong connection to his family as well. Like I feel both men love their family, care about their family, but they just show it differently.
Yeah.
This is a more open man, more easy in his skin. I keep saying he missed out. He missed out. I don't understand yet what you mean. Do you have a younger sister?
Yeah.
Did she get married after he passed?
No.
Is she not married?
No.
That's what he's talking about. Is say he wants her to be married. Do you understand
Yeah,
this?
we all do. We all do. She's not.
Okay. I feel it's almost like a deliberately on that case. Like I'm trying to get her married.
We all tried. Yeah, there.
So he's trying too. It's very funny. Very cute. This he feels very strongly. He wants her to settle down. Can she have a bad outlook on men or not think that there's anybody going to be good enough? Yeah, it's the kind of the attitude he says. He thinks she's got to change her attitude.
We are telling her.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So he's saying she needs to change her attitude, and this will help tremendously. She's a good person, and there's no problem. It's just that she's closed off because she doesn't trust that there'll be a good one. Also says that you were very attentive to him. Did you have to fly in to be with him? Or did you have to go visit him? Do you understand this?
I was most of the time with him when he was sick.
Did he live away from you though?
Before we came here. Yeah, before we came here, he came after us.
Okay.
And I did a lot to bring him here.
Okay. Is that what you have chills? I kept feeling, I'm just going to say the way I understood it was that there was a lot of effort to connect to your father. Do you understand this? Okay, so I was trying to interpret it, but that's really what it was referring to. There's a tremendous gratitude for that. Sacrifice. I feel so much sacrifice to get him here, do you understand? Or to get him connected. Somehow there's some complications, things that didn't make it easy. Do you understand your father is making it seem that people don't know the difference? He's saying people don't know the difference between someone who's Persian and someone who's Arab? Did he ever talk about this?
No.
He doesn't like this. Was it your father or your father?
Maybe.
Do you understand? Did either one of them talk about it? Because he
no,
just had.
we never talked about it, but here in Michigan, there's a difference than where we grew up, so I could understand why that makes sense.
Okay, kind of got an upset attitude that he didn't like that. He doesn't like the misunderstanding
Right.
of the rich Persian history. Chills.
Yeah.
There's almost like an ignorant.
Right.
He thinks he's mad about that because we come from a rich culture with chills.
Very much.
Intelligence and education and rich culture, and we should be proud of this, and he is a very proud man. Does that make sense? Chills. Oh, that gave me goosebumps everywhere. And he loves that I get it.
I think that's both the fathers.
Why is it coming that strong? Because
Yeah.
both men are like this. And that there should be education, understanding, and be proud. You are proud. But he wants me to say that. Okay. He's so happy from ear to ear that I'm saying it. They both are. That I get it. Now this man, your father, says, I don't have regret. I feel like I did okay. I was a good father. I did the best that I could. I feel like my family knew how I felt about them. I love your mother. I feel like I could have been there longer. I should have been better listener to what the doctors told me to do. Do you understand this? And sometimes I fought what was being told to me. Do you understand this too? And I should have listened better. But I feel my life, I did okay in my life. Do you understand this? And I'm feeling good about it. And thank you. Because he loves and respects you and says you're very good to his daughter of Chills. And what a good man you are. And he has a great deal of respect for you too in this family. Oh my God. So he's more expressive than your dad. Not more loving, just more able to express it. And he's grateful because he feels you've been so good to her. You look out for the family or something, he says. You kind of take, and I think he's talking about your family.
Yeah.
You're the one who looks out for that
Yeah.
family. And thank you. Thank you for doing that. He doesn't think that's an easy job. He just said that you can have your hands full with that, but you do it with pride. You do it with pride, and he's very grateful. Does your mom have a shoulder problem, shoulder pain, and that she's getting some kind of healing or therapy for it? Do you understand this? He's very attentive to your mom. Likes to be around her, likes to comfort her and reassure her. I don't know if she's drinking like coffee or tea or something, and he says, I sit with her when she has chills. This is when I'm there. I like to be with her then. It's like private, it's our time, I'm there. You understand? And he says, you can talk to me anytime, I'll always listen, I'll always help. He wants me to tell you, your father is the same. Your father is doing well. He can hear you. Talk to him. This man's the talker.
Yeah.
This man's the, He says he gets to learn in his afterlife, reading, learning. Likes to learn, likes to know.
Like the last day,
yes,
reading.
This is his love, his passion, and I'm still learning. I'm still taking it in, and I also get an appreciation of very fine kind of culture, music, beautiful. And I love it here. I'm in peace here. I want you to know this. His family is there. He's just so many family. Mom, dad, grandmas, you understand?
Brothers.
Chills. Your brothers there, yes. So he just said, I'm here with my family and it's a good reunion. Boy, was there one brother there was a long period of time that he didn't see. Do you understand this? Some heartbreak over this one brother in particular.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't believe that he could see his family again. Chills.
Yeah, he brother died at a young age.
Young, yeah. It was many years.
Yes.
This gave him great comfort. He really is an intellectual in a way, your father. And
He is.
I feel him didn't know what to expect. There's spiritual quality, but he's didn't know what to expect when he passed. And he's so grateful because he says it's very peaceful. He could see all his loved ones, Chills, and he's very happy where he is.
That's all I wanted to know.
So that's why he told you.
I just wanted to know if he's okay.
He's okay. He's better than okay. He's at peace, and he just wants you to be.
Is he around us?
Yeah. He said, that was funny, he just said, he's cute, your dad. Good sense of humor. because he said, we're all around you. We all like hanging out with you. You're our favorite place to be. Chills. Watches over the children too. So I'm also have a foot in this world. It's a very active spirit in this world. So he's got, I don't know how long he's been gone. He's got two things going on where he's learning and growing and building on his understanding of things, and then also connecting to his family is very important to him. Wait, did you know him?
Yeah.
Is
No.
he likes you?
I think intellectually probably. I was very much into the arts and the culture.
Got it. I was like, it's because he loves his family, but he really likes you. Yeah, you're all right. He's it's really cute. Yeah, similar. There's a similar point of view you have. But is somebody politically active here?
Your sister.
My sister that is not here.
Oh. There's a pride in this, do you understand?
Yeah.
Chills. Very engaged. She's
Yeah.
very engaged and very vocal about
That's
it.
too engaged.
That made him laugh. That made him laugh. Sometimes too heated about it. No, but he likes that she does that. He does like that. This is good. It's good. He has a lot of respect for these kinds of things. It's interesting. He's saying you're modern or contemporary feminist. It's very interesting the way you're saying that. And he respects that. Okay. Do you also have a brother that's passed?
No.
So do you have a brother-in-law? Did I already
Yeah.
ask you this?
We
This
have
would be-
my dad's brother a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time ago.
Okay, he's here. He just showed up.
We never saw him.
Was this an accidental death?
He had a heart problem.
He's the one that had the heart problem.
he's
he
the
died
one
as he died as a teenager with a heart problem.
With the heart condition?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a heart
Give
condition.
me chills. So sometimes they'll do that where one... He's here.
Did you meet him? You never met
No,
him.
I never met him.
Oh, he's a helper. He's what we call a guardian spirit, helping spirit. Wait, did you all get checked yourself? Make sure your hearts are healthy?
No. Well, the problem my dad had was very minor.
Okay, so they just asked me to scan you guys,
Okay.
and you're fine. Chills.
So you scanned us?
I'm not a medical medium, but I literally just got told check and you'll see they're all good.
Okay.
Getting goosebumps. I don't know if this is a need to know, why this would be a need to know.
Yeah, do you know? My husband brother and the one sister, both they died from the heart problem.
That's why. That's why. They just want to make sure you all know.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. Yeah, it did. You don't have that. Still go to the doctor, do what you have to do, right? Make sure you take care of yourself. But that for some reason they want me to reassure you. Okay. I don't know, but he just came in kind of just as a hello. Your grandmother says to tell you that she's standing right here and wants you to know. This feels like, I don't know why I crossed my arms. This is the second time I've done that. What is that? This feels like your mom's mother. Says that you knew me, I know you. Chills. Says I got to have a good relationship with you. I felt like I got to know you. Do you understand this? So I don't know how long she was here, but that does tell me she had time with you. Wait, would you have experienced that grandmother as more closed than the other grandmother?
Well, I only knew my aunt's mom till I was 10. She passed away when I was 10.
Okay.
My other one, I was much older, so.
So you knew for a long time.
Mhm.
So this grandmother on your mother's side, let's see, we'll hear what they have to say, but she's making it seem that she wasn't quite as open as the other grandmother. So she's comparing herself to that grandmother for whatever reason. That would be your dad's. Almost like she's more nervous about things, more critical of herself. Do you understand this? Chills. It's that kind of feeling. She's worrying about your mom and says that your mom isn't taking good enough care of herself. Chills. And says that she's been trying to tell your mother, almost like forcefully trying to tell your mother to take better care of herself. It's not something you can fix. But she felt that since she's here, she needs to get that message through. Almost like your mom, somebody else said this, I think your father said that they're not, it's like not exactly following doctor's orders. Do you understand this when I say this? She's not. She's ticked off at her. Do you know what this means? Okay. She has to listen to what's been said to her. Sorry, I don't mean to be so pushy. It's the spirit that's coming through me, and she's saying she needs to pay attention and listen, and then she'll be fine. There's almost like some kind of exercise that she needs to be doing that will help her, or movement that she needs to be doing that will help. Boy, does she have a problem in this part of her body? There's like pressure or something that's uncomfortable here. So she's giving me like that she might have had surgery or needed surgery here, and if she follows what they tell her to do, she'll be fine. But if she resists it, she may need to go in again, and she doesn't want that to happen. She's around your kids a lot. And you. She's describing you as devoted mother. Very devoted to your family. Kind of shirt off your back kind of for your family. Like you'll do whatever for your family. They come first to you. Chills. She's telling me that you two have to listen to each other more. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but get quiet and listen to each other. You're good together, but you don't always hear each other. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And you both have to practice listening.
Yes.
I'm sorry you're getting lectured, especially in front of your family. That's no fun. But that's what they're telling me. And very lovingly. She's saying it with pure love. Well, you're both willing. It's exactly as she said it. Both people are that are willing, but she just says, I feel like I want to help so that you can both feel heard. Each one of you needs to feel heard. Ooh, I'm getting chills everywhere. And I have to say it to you, and I felt uncomfortable saying it in front of your family, but I feel like you're sure the other one isn't hearing. That's what she says, and that's just a skill. It's not a real issue, it's just a skill. You love each other, so your issue isn't that, it's a hearing issue. Do you understand that? She says that you have intuitive abilities that you don't want to always pay attention to. Like you try to shut them out. And she says if you were really willing to open up, that you could really develop them. Like they're right there waiting for you. And I keep seeing a daughter that also has them as well. Has your daughter ever talked about this? So you said your son saw spirit?
Yeah.
Is your daughter older than him though? Because I get her as very connected, very sensitive. I get like